When it's time to deploy our app to a server, we need to build it. When we build the app, Svelte compiles the code into HTML, CSS, and JavaScript that the browser can understand. Svelte takes care of this whole process for us. All we have to do is run the build command. For our example, we have a starter Svelte project, cloned with dgit. But we're going to modify it a bit and add some Svelte features. We'll start by removing this paragraph in the main element. Then, we'll replace the name prop with a name variable and set it to John. Let's also add a component, so, in the source directory, new folder, components. Then, new file, counter.svelte. In the new component, we'll create a variable called count with a value of 0. Then in the markup, we add a button that says counter and shows the current count. On click of this button, we'll increment the counter. Then, we'll switch over to the root app component and import counter from components counter.svelte. And below the heading, we instantiate the counter component. If we save and go to the browser, we'll see the Hello John message. And if we click on the button below it, we see that the counter increments. So, now that we have an app with a few of Svelte's features, let's build it for production. We'll bring up the terminal and stop the dev server with Ctrl+C. If you're on a Mac and Ctrl+C doesn't work for you, you can try Command and a period. From there we can build the app, so npm run build. Now, depending on the size of your application, this may take some time. But once the compilation is finished, we'll see this log in the console. The CLI generates the compiled application in the public directory. Everything inside it can be deployed to a web server, like Netlify. But before deploying the app, it's always a good idea to preview it first. Svelte allows us to do that with the start command. When we run the command, Svelte will serve everything in the build folder to the same address as the dev server. So, back in the editor, we say npm run start. And if we go to the browser, we'll see our production-ready application. The hello message displays as it should, and the counter increments when we click the button. In the next video, we'll learn how to use Vite to initialize Svelte projects. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one.